Where and when did you serve?
Where did I serve? I served in the United States Army. I took basic training at Fort McClellan, Alabama, and then I served over in Europe, in Belgium, in the Battle of the Bulge, and the rest of the war.
Great. How did you hear about the GI Bill?
Well, just before I got out of the service, they give you sort of I guess it's an exit interview, and they told us all about it, that it would help pay for my college education, or if you wanted to be an electrician or a plumber or a farmer, why you could go to school and learn how to do that.
That's cool. What did you know happened to the veterans before the GI Bill?
Well, the veterans before the GI Bill had to pay their own way to school.
How did you use the GI Bill?
Well, I used it to go to college. I went to Kansas State and graduated 4 years after I got out of the service.
What did it pay for?
They paid for my books and my tuition.
Did you have to work?
No, I did work, but I didn't have to.
Were there any other GIs in your unit?
Would you repeat the question?
I think they want to know, were there other GIs you knew that went to use the GI Bill? I think is what she's asking.
Oh, yes. There was lots of them.
How did they use the GI Bill?
Well, the GI Bill, I used it to pay my books and tuition.
What was the short-term impact and the long-term impact?
Well, the short-term impact was that I got out of the service in May, and I worked that summer in the harvest fields, and then I went to college in September. Then the long-term impact was that I spent 4 years in college and got an education, and it's impacted my life the rest of my life.
How did it change your life?
Well, it changed me pretty dramatically because I was just a farm kid. When I went off to the service, I was 19. And when you go to college and get an education, you know, it opens up a whole world of opportunity for you. And so I got a good job after I got out of college, and of course that impacted me. I went to work at Kansas Farm Bureau, which is right here in Manhattan, and it was a pretty good job. So when you get pretty good pay, why didn't it impact your life and your family for a long time?
How did it change your family?
Well, it's hard to say, but when you make a good living, why it provides a good standard of living, and then your kids see. We had 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl, and they see how you benefited from education. So then they would all get some kind of a trade school or an education to support their family.
Were there any bad things about the GI Bill?
Oh, you had to study real hard. No, that's a facetiously. When you go to college, everybody has to study real hard. But the GI Bill, there wasn't any bad things about it. It was all good, as far as I was concerned.
Did you have to maintain a certain grade point average, or it was just up to you? Or?
Yes, you had to. I don't remember what the grade point average was, but you had to keep. I think it was above the average scholastically in the college that you were studying in. I mean, just everybody just couldn't go to college. They had to maintain a grade point average.
What's your opinion on the GI Bill?
Well, I think it was a wonderful benefit that I received for serving my country. And I think about every GI that benefit from it would say the same thing.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Okay.